your reaction to the fact that that resolution defeated Sri Lanka and your reaction to India's vote there?
It's not good for Sri Lanka, and I personally am very sad that this came to this state of affairs, but I'm rather bewildered why we should have allowed it to come to this. Because India, for example, 2 years ago, I believe it was 2 years or 1 year ago.
2009.
India supported us fully and even canvassed on our behalf so that we won the resolution was defeated. So something must have happened in between for India to have voted against us. And I don't think India would have taken a decision lightly.
In fact, do you think the government has done enough when it comes to not just convincing the world on human rights abuses, but actually working on the ground there?
Much more can be done for reconciliation, for physical reconstruction. It's 3 years since the war ended.
One of the ministers today has in fact said that India's vote dealt a killer blow to relations between India and Sri Lanka. Do you think that's the case?
Well, you see, what you see in Sri Lankan press, we have a totally controlled press, if I may say so, may not be what the majority of the Sri Lankan people think. And India has not, in the recent past, tried in any way to obstruct Sri Lanka's policies and programs and governments. And I know personally that, well, this is a publicly known thing, that India has been asking for a political settlement of the Tamil people's problem. And I have always held this view that ending the war does not bring peace by itself. That's obviously the necessary first step, especially to do away with terrorism and all that kind of thing. But then thereafter there is a lot of rebuilding.
There are hundreds and thousands of Tamilians today who have suffered from the excesses of the Sri Lankan army and certainly of the war against the LTT. Many have talked about torture. Do you think it's going to be possible for the people in the north and east of Sri Lanka to move on in this process of reconciliation?
Of course it is, if the government takes the lead. We see what happened in South Africa.
And India's role should be?
India's role should be to help us, to encourage our government to move forward in this way. And India is doing that very effectively, but, well, one has to listen. You can't talk to the deaf.